Woo motherfucking Saaaaahhh. Yo. Alright, so I'm part of an organization in Roxbury called Reclaim Roxbury. And one of the things we do, we actually try to advocate for the people of Roxbury neighborhood, the original people of the neighborhood. And going to these meetings about these public parcels that they're damn near giving away is many times at best is saying trying and challenging, because we're being dictated to a lot of the way. And some people act like the developers, sometimes they're acting like they're for us and they're listening to us and all this other stuff, but for the most part we feel as though we're being dictated to. And I'll be trying to use my professional voice and being respectful and respectable to some of these people, and it's like some of them, oh man, it's like you are not a good representation for us. Like, we have to let you know it's just not, it's not working for us. It's like you look like us, but you're towing a line that just really isn't for the people who live here. You get what I'm saying? I am just like, listen, man, I am a face-to-face type person, and I like to tell people what it is face-to-face. But in the Zoom meeting thing, since I was eating, one of the reasons why I wasn't on camera, but I just had a situation where, there's multiple things that were going on. It's like we have misrepresentations of information. We have people sitting there just trying to crunch numbers when we're talking about people, actual people who live and breathe and are trying to, actually, make a way in their life. Oh, I got one. Oh yeah, it ain't the normal one, but it's the one I went to go get. Man, listen, right now I support the black-owned business that actually, usually has the ones that I usually choose. But anyway, I need these because it's either this or people. All right. I don't know if you see my live video, but like a cracker tried to steal my fucking bike, got banged on, and then I started recording afterward because I wanted to make sure people knew I'm not just running around banging on people for no reason. Like, you ain't gonna steal from me, you ain't gonna rob me. Fuck all that bullshit. We gonna do what we gotta do because I have a right to defend my own property. You understand me? So I'm quicker to crack one of them than I am anybody else. But let me get back to this fucking meeting. So we had this person. I'm trying to be as respectful as possible and not, like, she just unilaterally decides, oh well, you spoken enough already, basically meaning me, because she seen my hand up when I was trying to speak for the developer. So basically the bitch cut me off, and I'm just like, yo, on some real shit, I had to address it. We had the usual blowhard, try to jump in. I'm like, listen, we're going to be respectful in this meeting, aren't we? You could check my tone. You understand exactly what I'm saying. It's like, yo, you can't do that, because one of the places that they actually they're about to tear down a place, and this place actually houses some of the homeless people. They and they're giving them a training program in culinary arts in order to help them onto a career to get them on their feet. So it's really something that services our neighborhood. So it's like, I needed to know. I know that they said that they were going to be tearing it down, and then they're gonna build another part that's going to be for the bakery itself. I'm talking about Haley House. And it's like they're actually doing a service for our community, and want to know, like, yo, are you going to actually be having the housing where they were able to house them while they're doing the program, because it's one of the incentives of the program is that they have housing while they're doing it. You know, this services a lot of people that are coming home from, you know, lockdown situation. You know, some of these people are, you know, getting themselves off substances and stuff like that. So it's like, you know, we need stuff like that to help the people who need the help. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, if you're tearing this part down and then you're going to be rebuilding the bakery, which is going to be helping the people, I mean, are you going to still be housing them? And then also we have this huge issue with parking. This is a city. You know what I'm saying? Boston is a city. You know what I'm saying? In the neighborhood of Roxbury, it's like we already got like a whole bunch of cars. So many cars out here. And it's like, I want to ask that question. And it's like, I'm trying to like, and this is one of the main, I'm funneling like a lot of the questions that my community has. Because that parking lot is a huge parking lot. You get what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is that, like, you know, you're taking away a resource from our neighborhood when you're developing. And we want to know, are you going to be replacing this resource? Like, what's happening? What's going on? You know, and I'm about to call sister after this, see if she answers everything like that, because, like, you know what I'm saying, on the development tip, it's like we love black owned, always love black owned, melanated owned, but we need to, like, you know, have these conversations, because it's like, you know, we have to make sure that the best interests of the people who live here are being met. And a lot of times we feel as though the people who are supposed to be in charge are just rubber stamping a lot of bullshit that's fucking us over. You know what I'm saying? I can't say, I know this flowery language, I might hurt your ears. My ears, he said fuck, oh my God. But anyway, real deal, like, this is reality. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might not be, like, hearing the word fuck, but we are getting fucked by this bullshit. You get what I'm saying? It's like, and on top of that, it's like we had Northeastern University up in there, and it's like, yo, they have not been good neighbors at all. And it's like, and the stuff that they're trying to build, it's like, yo, y'all ain't even paying your taxes. And then someone brought up a thing where, in their policy, which I just learned today, in their policy, they want the people who are going to their school to actually live on campus, where it is $13 a month. You know what I'm saying? $1,300 a month. So $1,300 a month. And you're going to be going to school for 3 years, 4 years, however many years you're going to school. So it's like, that's guaranteed money in their pockets on top of tuition. So it's like, it's a kind of extortion situation where it's like, yeah, you're forcing them. But, like, I mean, and market rate rent is really horrible. It's real bad here. And it's like, you're trying to go to school and do that at the same time. And it's like, it's one of these things, like I said, big woosahs. So, dealing with the real issues, a lot of people are like, this shit's boring. You know, it don't, oh man, we're talking about, you know, rents. Like, this is reality for people. And if you ain't willing to deal with the reality of shit, it's like, yo, we always see asking that question, what do you do for your neighborhood? What do you do for your people? Real shit, this is one that I'm trying to advocate for my fucking people. This is what the fuck we do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to ask them hard questions of these developers. I'm going to ask them, you know what I'm saying? Are you considering families in any of this? You're talking about square footage and all this other stuff. You crunching numbers. Like, you talking numbers. I'm talking people. Is this going to displace my people? Are they going to be, you know, not able to live in their own neighborhood anymore? I mean, this is real shit. This is what I want to know. I mean, we want to know, because, like, your gentrification is very fucking real. You know what I'm saying? People are losing their homes. People are becoming homeless because of this shit. So, another big woosah. This dude, yo, alright, so check this out. So, I'm going to say it just like this. I ain't protecting no name. Lee Rodriguez sat there and said this shit about he can't stand the name of fucking Nubian Square. Check it out. We changed the name. I said nobody asked you. We changed the name, better respect it. If you can't stand it, find a seat. Said it, meant it. It is what it is. I say it to your face. If you know me, you know this is true. You know what I'm saying? And you know I give less than 0 fucks about your feelings. But when it comes down to it, it's like, yo, we're in a public forum, and then you're sitting there trying to, like, and then someone pointed out, like, he has racist undertones in what he's saying. Because he said something about not being anybody being of true Nubian origin. It's like, fuck? The fuck? Your last name is Rodriguez. Most likely, your heritage is not that of Spain. Yet you have a Spanish last name. Kind of like a lot of us. We have different last names, which I'm changing my name. This is the reason why I don't go by that name. That are not of our people. So it's like, what culture are you representing, my dude? We got to get deep into this shit in the colonialism that people have in their own minds. Like, you're colonized here. You sitting there thinking that you're better than in actuality. Like, listen, bro. The different lineages that you have, plural, most likely came from rape, my dude. You gonna call it what it is. The reason why you look the way you look is because someone felt entitled to the body of someone that didn't look like them, and they took it. And you have a last name of the colonizer, and I bet you're repping that shit proudly. As if you're not of the diaspora too. I bet you any amount of money, you probably take pride in speaking the oppressor's language, but I guarantee you don't speak your indigenous language like many of us. So you have a lot more in common with the people you're trying to oppose than these other people who's like, you're basically kissing their ass. Because who the fuck was the Dudleys? And if you do the research on that shit, then you'll know that they was pieces of shit that said that the people that freed themselves from slavery in the South and came north can be sent back into slavery in the South. People who freed themselves. And this is supposed to be an abolitionist state and all this other stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? We had the William Lloyd Garrison house up the street. You know what I'm saying? Highland Park Ave. You know what I'm saying? It's a convent now. A lot of historical stuff, like here in Roxbury. Now check this out. I'm gonna have to break this down for the very small-minded too. Paul Revere, bitch ass. The one who came through and said, the British are coming. Yeah, that motherfucker was a bounty hunter. As in, bounties that he was hunting were the freed people who freed themselves from the South, and he was selling them back into slavery. So, Paul Revere was a piece of shit too. Real deal. So these people that people are claiming are heroes and those other shit like that, yeah, most likely they really wasn't no fucking heroes of ours. Like, real deal. But let's get back to the current situation. This ain't shit but new age colonialism. This is what it is. They're staking their claim, they're coming in their building, and they're pushing out the people who are actually from here. It moves in cycles. This is exactly what's happening. Gentrification is very real. This is why I'm in the middle of this. This is not a game. It's not something to be laughed about. It's not funny. None of this shit is funny, but it's like in the middle of this, you're sitting there talking about some old, I can't stand the name Nubian Square. Like, there's no true Nubians. Like, yo, listen, so where the fuck are you from? What's your lineage, my dope? Do you even know? Name Lee Rodriguez. Lee don't sound like a fucking indigenous name. Neither does Rodriguez. I mean, let's call things what they are, man. It's like some of these people who come from a different culture feel like they're higher up on the what do you call it, scale? Like, basically you fucking You was a coon, bruh. Like, you was really, you feel as though, like, well, I'm different than them, and since my name Rodriguez, and I know from here, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like those niggas. No, not those niggas right there. I'm not like them. You know what I'm saying? I said, me, but I'm no black. Black? You black, me no black. Tell me you ain't heard that one before. Anyway, motherfucker probably be as dark as I am. Talk about I know black. Oh no, don't call me black. You black. They didn't know you. No, ain't no a nigga like you. And that's when you get smacked. But anyway, like this is one of the main things. And then they're using people that look like us. It's like, yo, you coming in here. It's like, yo, I asked the question too from the Northeastern people. I'm like, how many of these people are actually from Boston that make the decisions? I doubt if I'm gonna get an answer. I really do. I doubt it. I doubt it. Like I said, big woosah. Because, like I said, I'm trying to ask a question. Something that my community is concerned about. We're literally like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're going through some shit right now. Y'all, the motherfuckers is coming in here and they're building all this bullshit and it ain't for us. And they're making it clear it ain't for us. But sometimes they sit there telling us with the little bullshit about, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, we're gonna do a third. And like, nah, you sit there, you're taking that from something that, but where the teeth to that? I mean, and I'm speaking to a brother about that right now. Like, yo, we need it in writing. I'm gonna need to see that contract. I'm gonna have to see your name signed saying that you're going to honor this, and if not, you forfeit whatever the hell you're fucking building to the people. Because on some real shit, that's the only way. You know what I'm saying? We can't respect you if you ain't living by your word. And like I said, big woosahs a couple of times, like I said, and then I'm just not even going to talk about the other stuff because, like, you know, I mean, yeah, people perpetrate the fraud, naming their company something, and they're not even of that heritage, and you know, and it's like, yo, listen, bro, what you need to do is you need to come up off of some of that change that you're getting, you're building in my neighborhood, and you're trying to sit here and say that you know what I'm saying? Our community, you're not even that community. Anyway, because that's what the name of their thing is in another language. Anyway, I'm about to get off this live. Said what I said. Saying again, you're not playing. And we just need more ownership, real shit. We need more ownership. We need to own our own shit. And I'm trying to talk to more people about that, but it seems as though people aren't understanding the dynamics of you can do this. You can. Cooperative economics is the key. So, with that said, I'm going to end this live. Big woosah. And, yeah, man. And some of y'all that's working with these people against us, that look like us, I have much to say to y'all. Such a shame. Such a disgrace. So justice. Peace.